If a guy tells you he wants to slow down, don't panic. What I'm about to share will completely transform how you handle this situation. Stay until the end because I'm revealing my exact communication script that turned one client's almost breakup into a deeper commitment. You can take this situation as an opportunity to either improve this particular relationship and not wind up in a dead end situationship that goes nowhere, or actually meet someone new who will be invested completely so you don't have to guess where you stand. This will totally throw you off and make you feel like a drug addict dealing with withdrawals. The lows in love are really low, but don't fret. There are ways to deal with all this and be the winner at the end. Stay with me if you want to know what I would do and say to him in this situation. So what I suggest is, first you need to take care of your emotional responses because your trauma, the anxious attachment part, will come up naturally. You know, like when you feel completely crazy wanting to send text or voice messages you'll regret later. Here's the game-changing insight. Let me tell you, it's a completely natural response due to fear of abandonment. It's an old survival strategy that comes up. Although we all know you are not gonna die because this guy says he wants to take it slow, a wounded part of you takes over and you feel worse than death. Remember, this is just old trauma triggered by this guy you just met a couple months ago. So what I suggest is to go to the Himalayas, meditate for 40 days without grooming. Just kidding. Basically, take time for yourself. Go to a spa. Yell at him in your head. Cuss him out in your head. Talk to your friends that will naturally tell you you're wonderful and he's a jerk or he's just afraid of strong, successful women. Count your blessings. You have good friends who are trying to make you feel good. They often don't tell you the truth because they don't want to hurt your feelings or they don't know it themselves. So take your time to process your feelings. You can even tell him that you need some time for yourself. You have no idea how powerful this is. If he's your man, he's gonna look at what his priorities are. If you are finding this helpful so far, hit the like button and subscribe. I share these relationship insights weekly. Here's something that will help you set things straight. Now, let's go back to the moments when a part of you actually wasn't so sure about this guy. Remember when you just met him? You were not invested and you could see his shortcomings. So here is a tip. Create a potential checklist. Figure out various reasons why this may not be a good relationship for you. Go back to that detachment. Be uncertain about him. This latest episode of his freak out and pulling away should be one of the biggest items on your checklist. Raise your hand in the comments if you ever heard "let's slow down" from someone you were dating. You're not alone. Here is something you shouldn't do if you actually want to see if you can still make it work with him. Don't kick him to the curb completely. Don't lash out, as it's completely natural to feel angry and want to just discard the whole relationship. It will not serve you well unless you are certain he is not right for you. Try to find a dose of joy in spite of all the grief, and just take advantage of this situation to position yourself in a more empowered place rather than where you are at now, hoping that he will be the one who is pursuing you. Take it as an opportunity to dial it down and go back and date other people. Take it slowly. Go back into the driver's seat of your relationship. But wait, there is an important distinction. Making decisions about what to do will also depend on the reasons why he may be withdrawing. You may already have some insights or you may take your time to figure it out. Let's see. Why may he be saying that he wants to slow it down? If you have some ideas, please let me know down below. Why do men all of a sudden want to take it slow? One is that he may be falling in love with you and things are going a bit too fast. This happens when you two hit it off at the beginning really quickly and you don't put any brakes. Let me remind you, it's your job to slow things down so you can allow him to pursue you. His job is to pursue you, and if you don't slow things down, then things will wind up being too fast and scary for both of you. In this case, he may be afraid that he will mess things up, or he's afraid of falling in love and losing control of his emotions. Why does this happen? Maybe he was hurt in the past. Maybe he has an avoidant attachment. So when you slow down the courting process, you allow him to feel safe to fall in love with you. In this case, it's good to take a few steps back. I'll tell you exactly what to do to revive this situation, but for now, let's see what are some other reasons he may want to slow things down. The other reason he may want to slow things down is that he's realizing this relationship isn't for him and he's trying to make a smooth exit. Quick question. Which of these reasons resonate most with your situation? Let me know in the comments below. So regardless of his motivation, embrace this reality. If you want a chance to make it work with this person, your best bet is to step back and go back to that place in which you are the one who is uncertain about this particular relationship, instead of being invested even when he is not meeting your emotional needs. He's giving you hot and cold, push and pull dynamics. This should definitely lower his standing in your heart by a few degrees. Your heart isn't something he can play with. So back to being highly uncertain about him and dating other people. Let's see how you can deliver this to him. What should you say? Say something like, okay, great. I had my doubts too. I think we are moving too fast. We are both responsible for it. I just want you to know it's hurtful for me that you want to pull back. Because of it, I need to stop investing my emotions so intensely. You're basically showing him that his withdrawals have consequences, while you are also taking care of yourself. You are reminding yourself that you deserve something better. You are also showing him what he's potentially losing, your dedication. When you have strong feelings for someone and also put yourself first and manage your emotions well, this is highly intoxicating. He will see you in a whole new light as a high-value woman. Can this man step up? We don't know. It's up to you to give him a chance if you really like him. But what matters is that you are the one who keeps your standards high. So you will continue something like, I'm ultimately looking for somebody who is certain and who knows what he wants in his life and in terms of relationships. I want to be with someone who doesn't want to lose me. This is very powerful because you are communicating that you want a dedicated person. You have high standards. If he reacted in fear and wanted to slow it down, this will already make him feel a bit regretful and fearful that he may lose you. To make it even better, continue by agreeing with him. Show him how well you can manage disappointments and your emotions. This will raise your value in his eyes by several notches. You can continue. So it's great that you're talking about it. Sounds like we both need to reassess if we are meeting each other's needs. If you're his woman, this will bring him to his knees in no time. Give him a little time to show you he can repair the ruptured bond and provide what you need from him to feel emotionally safe to keep investing your feelings. If he's your man, he's going to be completely mind blown and his attraction to you will skyrocket. If you drop him completely, he will not be able to keep investing his emotions. But if you're unsure, his competitiveness will inspire him to step up. You can choose to inform him that you will be dating other people to make sure that you find someone who wants the same kind of relationship that you want. Somebody who wants commitment, somebody who wants everything that you want and who is eager to take it to the next level. So in this way, you communicate with him that he's not meeting your relationship needs. No more convincing him, no more trying to prove that you are worthy of his heart and commitment. Instead, show that you are discerning, that you are unsure about him. Let me know how this resonates and let me know if you're going to try to use this particular strategy, which is not really a strategy. You really should be in a position of discernment again, because his value in your eyes should go down. He needs to prove himself again to you because he pushed you away and this is hurtful. And he needs to go back in line when it comes to dating other people. This is not what you say to him, but this is how you should carry yourself inside. And on the other side, just be your joyful self. When you are upset, take care of your feelings, process them, then put on a professional hat and communicate in this collaborative way, the way I shared with you. Of course, you need to figure out what you need to do and say for yourself. Your situation is completely unique and you need to do what works for you. This is why it's essential to get help in processing your feelings and figuring out how to communicate to your partner. The way in which I structure these scripts is to help you show yourself and your partner that you are the one who is taking care of yourself. Communicate your needs and boundaries in the ways that build secure bond with the right partner. Create space for healing for yourself and your partner. Once he realizes that you put yourself first, but also care about him, he can feel safe to fall in love with you. This is just a small part of what we do in the Secure Love Creator program. I help my clients figure out how to communicate, position themselves, process their feelings, and so much more. I guide them from over-functioning, anxious love seekers, tired of situationships and fizzling romance, to women who know how to attract and keep quality men. If you are ready to stop the emotional roller coaster and create secure, lasting love, I'm opening spots in my Secure Love Creator program. But first, grab my free masterclass to see if this approach resonates with you. Link in the description. What's your biggest takeaway from this video? Share below. Your insight might help another woman in the same situation. Subscribe to my channel if you want more useful tips on relationships. Ring the bell so you can get all my videos. And let's share this. Let's make this world a secure place for everybody.